they've had like colognes that smell like cash and money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's good business. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will buy it and try
Wait,
it.
they
Just
have to
try it.
They have colognes that smell like cash and money. What the
I
hell?
don't think it's still around, but I mean, man, people like the smell of cash. I'm sure people.
I
like
mean,
the
it's
smell
what
of
just paper and cotton and
Ink.
your jeans.
leftover white stuff or something.
Yeah. Probably a little bit of that, maybe a little weed. Yeah, everything that. Yeah, that's interesting, man.
Wow.
Shit, it probably glows bright in a fucking black light.
Wow, this escalated quickly. How did this get out of hand?
Yeah, dude.
So where is this manufactured?
Yeah. Where do I get some vagina beer?
It
at?
honestly doesn't say.
I want to say it's San Diego.
Yeah, why do you
San
have that
Francisco.
feeling?
I don't know. Well, a lot of beers are from San Diego now.
Wow.
I don't think it's from San Francisco. They may have something else up there.
Probably.
Well, another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if you've caught wind of this, Chris, but do you know who Chris Hardwick is?
Oh,
No.
it's Josie's idol.
No, he's not my idol, but he's somebody that I.
It's your idol, Foo.
He created the Nerdist. He was the guy who pretty much made nerd culture what it is today. Like he made it popular. He did the Talking Dead. He used to do
director or the writer.
He's like a host, like a talk show host, a personality.
He's
TV
like a
personality.
nerdy Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I'd say a month or two ago.
About 2 months now.
He had an ex-girlfriend, and she Me Too'd him. She was, she wrote an essay, publicly distributed an essay, pretty much saying that he sexually assaulted her, told her what or what not to do, or how many male friends she's able to have, and things like that.
So it's a contract.
Say what?
It's a contract?
No.
She basically so he remarried. He married the heiress of the Hearst family, Lydia Hearst. And this girl, like, they broke up, like, maybe, 2-3 years ago?
Give or take, yeah.
Give or take. Actually, no, 4 years ago. And so she's claiming that he blacklisted her from the entertainment industry because she was, like, a famous cosplayer at the time. And so she's saying that she, during the entire time he was with her, you know, she was being, like, abused mentally, and that he, I guess she had like a miscarriage, and he asked like the doctor, how soon will she be ready to go? Something like along those lines.
But he's also a comedian, you know, so you probably just said it in jest, just try to make a light of something, just because that's kind of how he is.
Sure, Foo. Sure.
Whatever, dude. Anyway,
so what's going on with him, man?
So he's been vindicated.
Has he?
Yeah, and her name is Chloe Dykstra.
Dykstra.
She what? Dykstra?
Yes.
Sure. So Chris Hardwick will return as the host of AMC's Talking Dead series following an investigation into allegations that he was abusive to his former girlfriend. Hardwick, he will return as host of The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead after show as of August 12th. So that's coming up in a couple of weeks for Fear the Walking Dead mid-season premiere. He was suspended from the role by AMC last month after his girlfriend penned an essay accusing Hardwick of being emotionally and sexually abusive during their relationship. Following a comprehensive assessment by AMC, Chris Hardwick will return to AMC as a host. And they pretty much put a statement out saying, we take these matters very seriously, and given the information available to us after a very careful review, including reviews with numerous individuals, we believe that returning Chris to work is an appropriate step. Is what they said in a statement, and I got this from Variety. So my argument back then, when the story broke, that he got fired from all these places. Matter of fact, he founded the company Nerdist, which is you've heard of Nerdist, right? Yeah. He founded that company. When that story broke, they erased everything about him being a founder, co-founder, or what have you, and starting he sold the company since, and he still does his own projects and that kind of thing. He's the host of The Wall, was the host of The Wall on NBC. He had many projects. He was a busy guy. And all of a sudden, boom, no job anywhere. Like nobody would keep him on, and it sucks because these are just allegations. Yeah. So I wanted to get your opinion. I already know Josh's opinion. Josh is pretty apathetic for the whole motherfucking thing. But what's your take on this thing when somebody could just make an allegation and there goes your life?
It's horrible, man. I mean, this is happening a lot to a lot of people and to a lot of politicians and just to a lot of people in general. Honestly, I think it needs to be like any other allegation. any other court process. You're going to say I did something, show me the evidence, let's go through a process, and I should be innocent until you prove that I'm guilty.
But there's some companies that are just trigger happy about like just, all right, you know what? There's negative press. Let's get rid of it.
I think it's a business thing where they think it's going to be beneficial for them, to do that and to react fast, because now if you don't react fast enough, you're not doing a good job. But there's a lot of stories like that, and I think it's horrible. I mean, it just... to have all of this to nothing for something that you didn't do is horrible. And
after this whole Me Too thing became popularized, which, by the way, I get it. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick to women. Exactly. Treat everybody with respect. Exactly. I get that. But what was that other comedian's name?
What comedian?
Indian guy from
Aziz
Ansari, where he goes on a date. The chick that he goes on a date with ends up not having a great time, and then tells everybody that he did what.
With that, I have a problem with. I don't think that was. I didn't think that was.
We've all had bad dates, right?
Yeah, too many. Yeah, don't get me started. But no, like that in that instance, yes, I do understand. That's wrong, dude. Like, come on, like. Just because you had a bad date with a guy doesn't mean you're going to blacklist them or call him out for something.
Yeah, some of the details that came out from that story was that she gave him oral and she stuck around for the rest of the date. I mean, I'm sure Aziz was thinking, "Oh man, this date's going pretty cool."
Yeah.
If I was still dating, I'm not. Haven't been for a long time. But
sure.
If I was still dating, I swear I would have a non-disclosure agreement with me at all times.
That's what Steph said.
Need you to sign that for me real quick
at all. I mean, it just doesn't matter anymore.
You just have it right there on the nightstand before they walk in.
I'm going on a date. I have a lot to lose. Can you please sign this?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's like that Christian Grey shit. Didn't he make his wife sign a contract?
I don't know, man. You're delving into realms that are unknown to me.
Don't lie. Don't act like you didn't see a movie.
I did not.
Right.
Well, to people like that, I'm going to say, be a dick. All right. Well, I couldn't be happier with the way that went.
Yeah, I bet you couldn't.
Well, Josh, you got some sports for us, man?
Of course.
All right, here we go. Sports with Josh.
What's up, people?
Hi, Josh.
Damn it, every time. So, world of sports, what's going on right now? Some actually pretty big news. Everyone's familiar with Mr. Conor McGregor.
Yeah. What's up with him?
So, hey! As everyone knows, including you, Krusty, he was involved in a little incident back in April at UFC 223 at a media event in the Barclays Center.
Okay.
Right. Do any of you guys recall what happened there?
No.
Yeah. Well, let me give you a little refresher course. He actually attacked a bus.
He attacked a bus?
A bus full of UFC contestants, and he basically threw shit out the window, broke through the window of the bus.
So who won, him or the bus?
Oh, him. Surprisingly, yeah. He can't lose. Well, apparently he still can't lose because after all of that, they filed charges, 2 felony charges against him, and both felony charges were dropped today.
No shit.
Yes, they were dropped. He pleaded guilty to misdemeanor disorderly conduct and agreed to pay restitution for the damage to the bus, complete a 1 to 3 day anger management class, and do 5 days of community service.
So he pleaded guilty for the lesser charge, but not a felony.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much he's getting away with just a slap on the wrist. And mind you, he did injure a few people in this problem.
He did?
Yes, when he broke the window, one of the UFC fighters was slashed in the face by a glass. Woo. And I believe they had him, he pulled from the card, the UFC card, and then the person he was there to meet, I believe he actually got into a fist fight with this person, who was the headliner at the time. I can't recall his name, but it was a big spectacle, and I mean, Dana White essentially disowned him for a short time.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, what do you guys think? Are you guys kind of getting tired of Conor McGregor?
I was on his side when he was going up against Mayweather. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, I knew he was going to lose. There's no doubt about it. But I mean,
he's not a boxer.
No,
and he can't dodge.
No. But I mean, these antics
and boxing is corrupt.
These antics are getting a little out of hand. Yeah. I mean, if this guy wants to do that, join the WWE. Ronda Rousey did it. I'm pretty sure he'll get more money on that.
I think she saw her better days too as a UFC fighter.
Yeah, but I mean, as UFC, this guy hasn't fought. McGregor hasn't fought in UFC in over 2 years.
Has it been that long?
It's been that long.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
you can get out.
Exactly. You can get out, McGregor. So in some NBA news, we have a new stand-up comedian in our midst.
Really?
Yeah, and can you believe who it is, man?
Let's see here. Well, are they currently still playing?
Yes, they are.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay. I was going to say Shaq, because that guy's all into all kinds of shit.
You know what? That would make a lot of sense if it was Shaq, because, it totally makes sense. But actually, no. It is none other than former LA Clipper and current Detroit Piston, Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin's me.
Blake Griffin is starting his own stand-up comedy routine.
Huh.
Yeah. And
I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, apparently he's actually pretty good. He works with the former Dave Chappelle writer. Let me get his name. Neil Brennan.
The
co-creator.
Yep.
He is actually very close friends with Neil Brennan.
He's a funny motherfucker, Neil Brennan.
Oh, hell yeah. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
And apparently when he was first coming up in the NBA, he automatically thought, okay, this is going to be what I want to do when I'm done. Like, He was a comedy fan as a kid. He followed Richard Pryor. He followed Eddie Murphy. He modeled all of them. And according to Neil Brennan, like, he's insane. Like, this guy is very talented. And he's like, and this is Neil Brennan's quote, mind you. Sorry about this. Hold on, I'm so sorry.
Well, we can stall.
Yeah.
We can stall.
Stall.
All right, here we go. Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck you.
Oh.
Right. Here we go. Hey, Josh, guess what?
Yeah.
You're
Fat.
Oh, man, you suck. You suck.
All right, this is enough, man.
Hell, did I think that crap?
Are we still waiting
Fuck
for
you.
you?
No. Now I'm like, now I don't know what to say anymore at this point.
Right.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, God damn it.
Running out of drops.
Are you? I don't think you are.
Nope.
So did Dana White say...
I am shocked and appalled.
No, okay, so here it is. This is what Neil Brennan said about Blake Griffin.
Wait, I got one more.
Man, I'd like to kick your fucking head in.
Here we go. All right, continue.
God damn it, Winnebago man, so angry. So that's where the athletic confidence comes in handy. And again, he's one of those guys. Kevin Hart should be loathsome, but he's not. Kevin Hart, his Instagram account is nauseating, but I still think he's hilarious. You know what I mean? Blake should be like a guy who makes $25 million a year. Coming into my turf and all that shit should be cause for fury. But I don't hold it against him because he genuinely is funny.
You know, he did those Kia commercials and he was enjoyable.
Yeah, like the one where he's on the horse.
Yeah.
And he's just like, nah, and he goes in the Kia instead. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty funny. And he actually did a little routine here in L.A. Back in, I want to say December last year. He had his own little comedy trope thing going on. It was actually called Comedy by Blake.
All right.
And so he came up and the crowd was, erupted in applause as soon as he came up. And so he started off by saying, I have to get one thing off my chest. I can see all of you out there with your judging little eyes thinking, this guy's not a comedian, that I'm just a dumb, stupid ass athlete. I know all of you think that. And he's all, you see athletes interviewed on TV. I bet it has something to do with that. You might think it's because we're stupid, but we're not. Actually, football players are pretty fucking stupid. There's not football players here, right? I would love to see someone who is smart by world standards to be interviewed 30 seconds after just got done exercising for 2 straight hours.
Yeah.
It's not that we can't speak. We just can't get enough oxygen to our brains to form a complete thought. I'll prove it to you. Can I get a volunteer? So then he picks a guy out of the audience to come up. And so he then proceeds to have this guy do 10 push-ups, 10 jumping jacks, 10 high knees, and as he's performing these activities, Griffin's critiquing him the entire time. He's all, it's crazy how the simplest of exercises he can make so difficult. He said laughingly. He's like, all right, get over here, he told to the guy. So I want you to tell me how you feel and also how you feel. And so the guy said, I feel great. And then Griffin turns to the crowd, breaks